I'm doing all right. Last night was kind of tough for reasons I kind of don't want to go into because simple short of it, simple story. It's a crazy story. uh, someone was so okay. I don't think I've talked about this yet. I don't think, but I probably should since I've already posted it on Blue Sky about it. You know, last night someone tried to scam me. Someone got into my Telegram and started to send me messages about well, essentially it's just kind of an embarrassing conversation that turned into a potential scam. Someone got my name from, or my handle from well, supposedly they say they got my handle from Bark, which is this dating app, which is weird because I usually have all that stuff set to mutual stuff, basically, where like only friends of friends can only like get that information, but somehow this person was able to do that. So they start chatting me up, asking me, you know, like, hey, what's up? What are you into? What are your interests? Me, I'm trying to suss out, okay, who is this person? How do they find me? Like, I'm just trying to get information, like any kind of information. And then he just asks me, hey, this is the most embarrassing part of the conversation. Hey, would you like to be my sugar baby? And goes into how he's divorced, depressed, and needs someone to give money to, and if I would be interested in such a relationship. So yeah, I'm a little taken aback by this whole direction the conversation's going. And so I start trying to ask him for more information. I just try to keep on trying to like suss out, like, first of all, I'm just kind of like, what the heck did I do? It's like, I guess I'm just really freaking out. Like, okay, what's happening? Why is this dude like hitting me up for some reason? Like, you could hit up anybody else. Like, I don't even know if this dude even knows what I look like. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know they don't know what I look like. I guess that's part of the scam, right? I guess that's not really important, the whole scam. So I keep on fishing him for any type of answers, and then he finally just like, hey, this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna send you 1,500 every 2 weeks if you just, you know, be my, just, stay in contact with me, provide companionship, basically. That's basically essentially the deal. I provide companionship, whatever that means. He didn't explicitly say like alludes or anything like that, but he just said like, hey, if you can just provide me companionship, I'll pay you 1,500 every 2 weeks. And he keeps on like trying to go forward with the plan, even though I'm like, I haven't agreed to anything. I'm like saying, hey, slow down, stop, just stop. Let me like stop, just slow down. But he just keeps on like going forward with this whole plan, this whole idea. And he basically, and then at the end, it's basically like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send you a check, and you have to cash it, and basically show proof that you cashed it. I didn't really get that. I think that's where I just started. Okay, I think at that point I started like reaching out to other people, being like, hey, has anyone else like run into this same person? Has anyone just like encountered the same type of like situation? And yeah, basically, yeah, this dude's been hitting up different people, or whoever this person is, basically been hitting up people with the same kind of premise. Hey, do you want to be my sugar baby? I'll give you money. So I'll send you a check, and this is how this will work. So it's like, which is obviously a scam, because the whole check is like, it's like that check's gonna bounce the moment you try to cash it. Like, just the moment that's in your, like, you even try to like do that, it's gonna bounce. Like, it's obviously like, yeah. And so yeah, I digged around, and obviously, and I found out like, yeah, this person's been basically been just like contacting people and trying to like scam them by giving them the same kind of premise and the same idea where like, hey, I send you a check, you cash it, you send me proof, yada yada yada. That's basically how the whole operation works. But yeah, so I basically kind of just at that moment, after I got enough evidence that like, oh, okay, this is a scam, I basically blocked them and deleted the chat as quickly as possible. I'm glad I didn't give any like information besides my age. That's the only thing I gave him was my age, and that was it. I didn't give him my real name. I tried asking for his location or any kind of like permanent like any like actual like information. Like I tried to like really like get like any type of like, hey, what's your like where you're from? Like he said he was like he said he was like an orthopedic doctor in the Navy, and I'm just like I'm like trying to like figure out, is that an actual thing? Are they like orthopedic doctors in the Navy? It's like, I mean, I know you can go to, yeah, I know you can be an enlisted person and also like get your medical degree that way. So it kind of sounds like, it sounds sort of believable, but it's still kind of like weird, honestly. And it's so weird. It was such a weird situation. Like I was like, it's like this weird like conversation with this person who like, it seems sort of believable because the person does at first doesn't sound like he's like, it doesn't sound scam worthy, and it's really kind of, maybe that's where it's insidious. It's like it's like obviously this person is kind of preying on people who are kind of like, you know, they're lonely, or they're kind of desperate, or you know, they're just, you know, they're looking for companionship, and it's like, and stuff like that. That's obviously what the whole pull is that kind of like preying on people that are kind of like having, you know, they're kind of just looking for any type of companionship on these apps. So yeah, I know for this to happen on Valentine's Day of all days is kind of sucky. And it was like, this is like around like 2 o'clock in the morning. This guy like well, honestly, actually, he sent me a message like a couple hours before, and I started checking messages, and I guess I was like, most of the time I kind of like, whenever I get these random like DMs on Telegram, I usually kind of ignore them, but I decided, well, I don't know why. I guess I just decided to just reply just to see, you know. But yeah, I guess maybe my previous like tact of just ignoring those messages was probably the best option, honestly. So I was like up to like 2 o'clock in the morning having this back and forth with this dude, just like just like trying to like, oh, is this guy really for real? Is he actually offering me is he actually like, is like, gosh, I could use the money, honestly. I was like kind of considering it, because like, but I'm glad I was like, yeah, no, this is probably too good to be true. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't make a really bad mistake. Like I'm glad at some point I was like, wait, hold on, this can't be real. I'm gonna go dig information and see what's happening. Turned out it was a scam. So yeah, that was my last night. That was my whole situation. Kind of a weird situation. Yeah, I did the right thing. Yeah, because even at first I was kind of like, even if this was true, I think even then it would be a really awkward situation to be put in. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of not the kind of person that wants to take advantage of another person's generosity that way. I don't know. I know there's actually probably legit people who have gone to those types of like situations, you know. I'm sure there's actual like sugar daddy kind of situations that are like, they're out there, they're real. Like we've all know friends, or at least people within the furry community that have those types of like relationships. It's not totally unheard of, but it's also kind of like, it's kind of, you have to be really quick, really suspicious of anyone like offering those types of like ploys or schemes or anything like that. So yeah. Yeah, that was my weird last night. Yeah. It was really weird. Oh man. I'm kind of glad I'm talking about it now, because it's like, just like, I was like really freaked out. I was kind of like having hard, like, man, I was really freaked out when it happened, so I didn't know what to do. So, but I'm glad I reached out to some people and started to ask around. Apparently I went into the Texas Furry Fiesta Telegram group. And yeah, I did a little post searching there, and like, yep. He was there, like, same, like, word for word. He used the same lines for this other person in this same chat that was basically saying, hey, this person is like contacting people trying to scam them with like this premise. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, the moment you see that same person's like using the same lines against for like you, it's like, yeah, okay, this is a scam. So I'm glad I checked. I'm glad I kind of like did my Google searching. Yeah, so that was last night. That was weird. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a small. I'm gonna go ahead and take a small break. Actually, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break here and collect myself, and we'll come back for more Pokemon. I need to grab some water, so let me do that, and I'll be right back. Thanks for humoring me with this weird story. It was a very weird Valentine's Day story, so.